So 5 bold predictions for Browns training camp from Dawg Pound Daily. Number 5, the Browns will trade one of their running backs. Competition at running back will revolve around which player wins the 4 spot. You see Ford, the rookie, Felton. You also have Hunt, Chubb, and Dearness Johnson. Let's welcome in Eddie McDonald from Dawg Pound Daily. Eddie wrote this 5 bold predictions. So take us through. Do you think one of the running backs gets traded during camp?
I actually did not write that. That was John Suchan.
Okay.
But I don't think one of them gets traded. If anything, I think one of them gets released because Chubb is obviously safe. Jerome Ford is obviously safe. The other 3 are up in the air. If one gets traded, I think it would be Kareem Hunt, just because he has more value. And if it was Dearness Johnson, for example, there was a bunch of teams that could have got him. Any team could have, went out and tried to sign him. But yeah, and Felton, I think, is the odd man out of that room. So I think he gets released. I don't think anyone gets traded unless a team, goes in the first week or 2 of camp and, one of their guys goes down. Oh, we need someone. Maybe they do take a chance at Dearness Johnson, or maybe they give up a little bit more for Kareem Hunt. But I don't necessarily think that one of them gets traded.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think, especially with a suspension coming, the Browns may want as many of the running backs as they have to keep them fresh. I also think they're going to do some 2-back sets. I had mentioned that earlier. I think that'll be a staple. All right, number 4, Perrion Winfrey wins the starter's job on the defensive line. And that is a key, that defensive tackle spot, both of them. I certainly wouldn't rule it out. What are your thoughts? You think Perrion Winfrey claims one of those 2 D tackle spots?
I do, actually. I think it'll be him and Taven Bryan. I think that just what we've seen from him in college and him in the rookie camp, I think he is primed for this. It's almost his to lose in a sense because they don't really have anyone else there. They still have 1 roster spot. Could they sign a Sheldon Richardson or Ndamukong Suh or someone like that? Sure. I don't think that's the route they want to go. I think they're going to roll with their young guys, but I absolutely think that Winfrey will be a starter come week 1.
All right, number 3. This one is an interesting one. Remember, we said bold predictions. Josh Rosen wins the backup job. Everyone in the world is expecting Jacoby Brissett to be the backup of the season. Could likely start week 1. Deshaun Watson is suspended for any length of time. What is the likely outcome if Brissett goes down with an injury? So what do you think? I'm having a tough time seeing Josh Rosen taking meaningful snaps here.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And I read this. I think it came out Sunday morning or Saturday morning, one of the 2. And I text our site editor, and I was like, he didn't really think that's a bold prediction. Like, that's going to happen, right? And he's like, yeah, he did. I almost blocked him from it. So no, I don't think so. Rosen has had, this is like his 4th or 5th team in his career. And, he drafted the same draft as Baker Mayfield. I absolutely do not see that as a thing. They signed Brissett for a reason. I would be 1,000% shocked if Rosen went in there in the camp and balled out and took that spot from Jacoby Brissett, because Brissett, they signed him because he's going to start for Watson. We don't know the amount of games yet. I thought that would drop today. It has not. But I don't think Josh Rosen is the answer. I don't even know if he makes the team. He might as the 3rd stringer. I'm not sure even that, though.
Yeah, he may be a practice squad guy, and people are all up in arms. I have no issue with you. This is a guy that was the 10th overall pick. You get him in, you see if you can find something that he does well, work on it, build on it, and you may be able to develop him into something. If you're the 10th pick in the draft, you have some talent. He just hasn't been able to put it together in the NFL at this point. Number 2, David Bell wins the 3rd wide receiver competition. That would not surprise me in the least.
That, I think, might be one of the most accurate predictions that John made in this piece. They drafted him for a reason. He is essentially going to be Jarvis Landry 2.0. Now, that does not mean he's going to have the success Jarvis had in his career, or is it, he's going to be as productive. But he does a lot of similar things as Jarvis Landry. I know he's dealing with a foot injury right now. I believe Mary Kay Cabot said that he would be out up to 2 weeks, or he could return in 2 weeks. So I'm not really worried about that. I said last night on a show that I'm not worried about a 2-week absence. I know that's to get reps in and stuff, but I think getting him healthy, and once he's healthy, I think that third spot is his. I think he can compete a little bit for the second spot, but third spot, absolutely.
Yeah, and the only thing I would say is, rookies that miss the first part of training camp, it's always an uphill battle. So that does concern me. He's on the physically unable to perform list. They say it's not expected to be serious, but wide receiver and foot, I don't like hearing that. You need to be able to cut. You need the explosion. Even if you are a quote-unquote possession kind of guy like he is. So we'll see how that plays out. Number 1, Jacob Phillips will get the start at linebacker. An intriguing guy that has been beat up and battled injuries first couple of years. When he gets on the field, there's some things to like about him, and I wouldn't at all be surprised if he ends up as one of the starting linebackers.
I love Jacob Phillips, and I think that this is a possibility, a realistic possibility, but he has to stay healthy. He's had some health issues throughout his career. And I think if you match up him with JOK, I think that's an explosive linebacking crew. They're both fast. They're both versatile. They both read the ball very well. Good ball skills. Like once they get there, good tackling skills. I would absolutely love for this to be a thing.